Frank Klopas calling the club's 2-0 defeat to the LA Galaxy, sold out Toyota Park. Frank, if you could start with your thoughts on the match.
I'll start with you ended up sellout. So obviously, disappointing for us to be at home and great atmosphere with our crowd, and to lose the game. But it's one game. We didn't lose anything right now. There's a lot of games to be played, and we have to move on. Obviously, the first half really there wasn't anything creative from both sides, and a PK gave them the opportunity to go ahead. We had a couple opportunities also, but it's one game. We have to move on and regroup and get ready for the next match.
Jack,
what do you attribute the lack of opportunities to, Frank?
The amount of games maybe in the short time. I think that LA did a good job getting behind the ball, and at least with their block of 8, stayed pretty compact. I think that we could have been better with the ball, especially our ball movement could have been quicker. So I just felt that our movement, being dynamic, our movement off the ball, just wasn't as sharp today. I think everything was a lot to feet, and nothing was, movement to create space behind, their back line, or, movement to create space for other players. But, it happens. You gotta move on. And like I said, always you're gonna have setbacks, and I think the important thing is how you react to them. Believe in the group. We're strong, and we're gonna regroup and bounce back. And looking forward to the next match here.
Mike?
You gave Alex more playing time than he's had in the previous couple of games. How do you assess his coming along?
Yeah, he needs to play. I think his ability, when he gets the ball off the dribble, his ability to beat players is good. I think that's one of his strengths. And obviously we went down a goal, and we needed to push the game. I think that we knew that the win was going to be with us, and we didn't feel there was a threat with the players they had at that moment to get behind us. So, you sacrifice a player. We took Logan, and I think you give a little bit on the defensive end, and we were trying to get a little bit better with the ball and be a little bit, better going forward, knowing that they were going to sit back, and then, we needed more guys that could break them down, either with their ability 1v1, or with their passing, or with their shooting ability. So, yeah, he's coming along.
Warren?
Did you miss Graccini today?
But why we didn't miss him the last 2 games?
No, for today, he was
It's easy, the team loses, of course, the questions they come. No, I think that I think we have players. I think that what Sabat, with his ability maybe to pass, I think you saw in the previous games Chris do that. You saw Alex with his ability to do that, especially after dribble, being dynamic, beating players. Look, I felt today that we were a step behind in everything. They were a little bit fresher and sharper, and we talked about it at halftime. We talked about it that that we're playing at home, and we needed to push a little bit more. And but you're gonna have games like this throughout the season. It wasn't just 1 or 2 players. And obviously we got to move on. It's one game. The important thing is to in the end, to be where we set our eyes and we set our goals to be in the end. So through setbacks in the season, the important thing is how to react to them. This is a strong group, strong mentality. Obviously they're disappointed, and the important thing is we got to move on and get ready for the next match.
Frank, is there a sense that the club is starting over, figuring out how to play without Sabat now?
No. Why?
We
played the same way. Alex is an attacking midfielder. Rolf is an attacking midfielder. We have Robayo that's very good with the ball. That's very good going forward. We have players. They can create. They can do. I think everybody's a little bit different. And with every player, I think you gain a little bit in one area, and you might lose a little bit here, but you gain a little bit more. Everybody has different characteristics. I feel very good with the group that we have.
Seth, and then Guillermo?
Do you think someone needs to emerge as that playmaker? Do you see Alex as filling that role?
Well, I think Rolf can do a good job. I think Rafa can do a good job. I think Alex can do a good job. It just depends, what we need from every game, But I think those guys definitely have those kind of qualities, guys that can create, guys that, you know, have the vision to make that final pass, guys that can score, guys that can defend. So yeah, I think we have players that can do that. You know, I think with Alex, like we talked about it, he's getting, you know, fitter and sharper with the games he's played. You know, I think we've, you know, 4 games now or 3 games in maybe a short time, and sometimes it a little bit takes its toll, but, you know, that's definitely not an excuse. But, you know, you can just see today a little bit we weren't as sharp, we gave up that goal, and then it's difficult chasing from behind.
Last question, Guillermo.
Well, in the second half, you moved up a little higher with the second forward. You played kind of both ways with 1 forward and 2 forwards. This season, do you have a preference, or you see the club going in one direction with?
No, I think we've worked on both scenarios. I think we've played with 2, and I think when we started the game, I think, you know, Rolf comes underneath where he can find the game a little bit more and then connect with the forward. I think that way the ability to be a little bit more solid in the middle. But then we pushed the game. You saw the second half. I mean, we brought Alex in. You know, Logan, our captain, I mean, worked his butt off. I mean, just to make sure that, you know, he can win a lot of balls and give these guys the opportunity to attack more. And then, you know, we brought Alex in. We pushed Rolf a little bit higher, and we pushed the game because we just felt that, you know, there wasn't a threat of them getting behind at that moment. Obviously, things changed late when Donovan came in, and we were pushing the game at that time. And, you know, at times you get stretched. We lost the ball, and, you know, they're good in transition when Lannon is there with his pace. So, you know, you take risks. We did, and we couldn't come up with the goals today. So,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.